It's one of the engines of Indian politics, controlling the most number of seats in Parliament. Down the line from Delhi is the small town of Nagina. The name means jewel, and here Manoj Kumar Paras is king. He's a minister in the state government. But he's also been charged with gang rape, and 6 years later there's been no prosecution or movement in his case. We find him at his home with his constituents, hearing pleas for help. He says the rape charge has been fabricated by his rivals.
This charge is a conspiracy against me. It was slapped on me during the last government. It is a conspiracy. But before the election, people in my constituency knew about it, and they could see through it, and that's why I won by 30,000 votes.
A lot of people find it hard to understand how ministers such as yourself and other politicians can uphold the law if they are facing serious charges themselves.
Just charging someone is not enough. You have to wait until you are convicted. Anyone can be charged for any number of reasons.
But in many other countries, in many other democracies, in many other, no, actually, we can carry on. No.
Okay, please stop the camera. One thing.
Why do you want to stop the camera?
One thing.
I just wanted to ask you another question. Then the minister is gone. His supporters make their feelings clear.
Nothing more.
Hi. For many, Uttar Pradesh is a harsh place. Millions live in extreme poverty, their lives governed by caste and tradition. Here it's rare for women to press charges at all. Many never even report an assault because of the social stigma. We're looking for the woman the minister is accused of raping. How do I know, says a neighbour. Is she here? The woman seems to have disappeared, and we're coming up against a wall of silence here. Everyone seems to be too scared to tell us where she is. Who will save us, says one villager, if we go against the establishment.
2012, Dhara 147, 307, this is the attempt to murder. These are non-bailable charges. Attempt to 307 is for attempt to murder.
This man says he tried to go against the establishment. He accuses his local minister of trying to kill him after he challenged him in an election. The police documents, he says, show there's a case to answer.
I
am a common man, and this was my first election. And Mehboob Ali was the sitting politician. So if it was a false charge, the police would have never registered a case against him.
But there's been no movement in the case so far, like so many in India's overloaded justice system. We're on our way now to find Mehboob Ali, the minister accused of trying to kill his rival. I've seen his records, and it's not just attempted murder that he's charged with, but many other crimes as well, including robbery and kidnapping. Amroha is Mehboob Ali's town. He's won 4 elections here, and he's been in power over 15 years. We pay him a surprise visit and find him surrounded by supporters. They're celebrating because he's just been promoted to Transport Minister. police are here to guard him, not arrest him. And he disputes whether he's even been charged with attempted murder.
In my political career, 150 people have fought elections against me. There's not a single person who can say I harmed him. Not one person. You can say anything about anyone if you want to.
But this is now an official charge. The police have registered this, they've accepted it as an official charge, and so it has to go to court. Shouldn't you stand down until you can clear your name?
No.
But how can people trust you to uphold the law if you're wanted by the law?
Maybe there's a complaint in a court or a police station. Everyone has the right to make a charge. But maybe after an investigation it might be found to be untrue. I don't know anything about this.
Religion is one clue to understanding how things work here. The minister is Muslim, and he delivers Muslim votes for the ruling party. And whatever the charge, politicians can stay in office as long as they're not actually convicted. It's the start of a new session at the Uttar Pradesh State Assembly. Both ministers are in the chamber and in their element. They're far from the only ministers here with pending cases, yet many wonder who's benefiting from the policies they're making. It's an astonishing fact that half the ministers in the Uttar Pradesh government are charged with crimes ranging from rape and murder to robbery. And this is just the starkest example of what is a nationwide problem. A third of all India's elected politicians are facing some kind of criminal charge. The shadow over India's democracy goes all the way to Delhi. All the main parties have promised change, but instead the number of alleged criminals in their ranks keeps rising. At this Delhi-based watchdog, they've been campaigning against what they call the criminalisation of Indian politics for years.